So, hello everyone. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. Wishing everyone a happy new year. So, you know, it's been a while since I posted something. And, when it comes to my shtick, either you love it or you hate it. And I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm not really just motivated to just post something every day, because I could definitely post something every day. But what got my gears to going this time is I finally finished looking at Surviving R. Kelly, and and I learned some things amongst watching it. And I wasn't anticipating to actually learn something, but I did. And I think what I learned is what got me pissed off all over again. Even though I was pissed off about this to begin with. So, what got me going was the hashtag Me Too movement. I briefly heard about it. I didn't do my research as far as what I what I thought about it, didn't think about it, what it was, just briefly overheard some stuff. And then another movement that popped off was hashtag Mute R. Kelly. And I can see why, and I posted it also. I can see why he blew up at Gail on that interview, because deep down, he knows he's caught, and he knows it's just gonna spiral all the way down to nothingness, and he's already upset at the spiral because it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a trickle down into nothingness to the point where you a has been for real. And I don't. But something else that pisses me off, I don't understand how two movements got popped off because of this. I'm guessing. I'm assuming. Like I said, I really don't know. I have not done my research. No, I can just be honest. I don't really fucking care that deep. I can just be honest. And because I mean, when Bill shit came out, I mean, did we have a hashtag moving with his shit? I mean, did we do that? I mean, what's so special about, R. Kelly to the point where we really, really just want to buckle down on a nigga like that? And I guess maybe because, and it does fire things inside of black women. I can admit to that, because that's why and maybe that's why they did it, because people are so pissed off, because that's true. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about black women. In fact, I literally had a black woman who was younger than me, and I know this girl is 20 years younger than me. And I asked, and she's one of those black women. She's gotten her degree. She's got her head on straight, and she basically was traveling abroad because she had the money to do it. Her job allowed her to do it. She also had the money to do it. So if you got those types of things going on with you, great. Wonderful, And the main thing I asked her is, do you have a problem traveling alone? Because she would do that. And the first thing that came out of her mouth is, they don't want us. I'm like, what? What the fuck? What the fuck you mean they don't want us? Well, I mean, it's just they don't want to kidnap black people. And I'm like, wow. So even globally, we're not even important enough to be fucking kidnapped like the fucking Taken movie. We're not even important enough for that, which is on a whole nother fucked up level. And that's probably a whole nother video. But, when it comes to R. Kelly, I can tell you now, I don't give a fuck if he did any of that shit. You know why I don't give a fuck if he did any of that shit? Because there's no reason for your name to even be smeared in something of this nature. Whether you did it or not, credibility is shot with you, because your name and pedophilia is intertwined. Your name and statutory rapist is intertwined. And I mean, there's no way that your name should even be smeared with any type of allegations of that nature. Period. Same shit with Michael. Same shit with Bill. Same shit. In fact, same shit with anybody that fucking does it. I don't really give a fuck if you're black, white, blue, or green. There's no way your name should be smeared in the allegations of something of that nature. Now, when I'm watching these girls, and this is something that I don't, and I know, people are not going to like this, but I don't feel sympathy for the victim role. And the reason why I don't feel sympathy for the victim sometimes is because it's your fault you're in that predicament. You put yourself in that predicament. You were so goddamn starstruck with a motherfucker, you thought he was a normal person. And then when you found out he wasn't a normal person, you went along with the shit. So, I'm sorry, I don't feel any sympathy for you when you so wrapped up in your own shit. You so wrapped up in your dreams so much that you're willing to shit fall by the wayside because you want something so bad. You're willing to put yourself in a predicament to where it's wrong. And you know it's wrong. And you won't even leave and you won't even stop it. That makes no sense to me. And that's how I am. I know I am grateful and blessed to the point to where I haven't had anybody really, really Jedi mind trick me like that. Now, yes, I've been abused. Yes, I have put myself in situations. Yes, I have listened to all those psychologists that they had on there. And I have been in that predicament before with a man before. And I know, not to the point to where he's holding me hostage and, holding me hostage like that, making me call him daddy and all that other shit. That was a little bit too far for me, But I've been involved in, one of the ladies said this is her most important relationship in her life, and she wants to do whatever she can to keep that relationship stable and happy. And so I have been that person. So I can attest to it to a certain extent, but what is too fucking far? I don't give even the ones that he got that was grown women. You allowed him to get in your head. And I'm not finna sit up and say that shit is right. We all fucking know that shit is not right. We know it ain't. Okay? We know it's not. But what I don't understand is that there's motherfuckers out there, and I just posted that to somebody too. Well, if they're if they consent, then I don't see a problem, them being, if you're not involved. I don't see a problem. So you know what? So let me just make this clear then. So you the same sick motherfucking twist that since it's not involving you, you shouldn't have a problem with it. No, goddamn it. No. I still cannot ever wrap my head around anyone, male or female, who gets involved with a child. If they're not 18, they're a fucking child. Period. So I don't condone it. I'm not with it. And I've even said random shit before. I talked about this bullshit at work. Excuse me. Any motherfucker that likes a bald, shaved pussy, you have some borderline pedophilia up in your mind somewhere. Because only little girls have bald pussies until they go through puberty and hair start growing on it. And I told him, I said, look, it need to have a landing strip on it, a patch, something. You do not need, or trim it, you do not need to be infatuated with a motherfucker, with any woman that's got a bald pussy. To me, that's just, like I said, I don't know. That's just me. But, you do. The only person that made sense on that entire thing was his music teacher. That, to me, that's the one that had the common sense out of everybody that was on that motherfucker. Or, everybody had their 2 cents to give and all that other shit. But the one that made the most sense was his music teacher. And she told him up front, you need to get your shit together and stop fucking around with these little girls. and get your mind right, bruh. That's the only person that told him, and of course he didn't listen to her. But I bet you would have listened to her ass now. Cause see, now my nigga, your career is over. No matter how you slice it, it's over, bruh. Yes, you a has-been. What's so sad about it is you made the conscious effort your damn self. You would rather fuck young type pussy than be the musical genius that you are. That's what you chose. That's what you decided to be in. You gonna have to lay in that bed and lie in it, whether you did it or not, because the allegations, your name shouldn't even be in any of that. And I understand why you denied, because in your head you don't think you doing shit wrong. And that's what makes it. I guess that's the difference between sanity and insanity, I would guess. Because in your mind, you don't think you doing anything wrong. But no matter what if you didn't check their ID and you say you like petite women, which is okay, ain't nothing wrong with you liking petite women, and you make sure you answer that question strategically when somebody asks you that question. Ain't nothing wrong with you liking petite women, but the fact of the matter is, the type of bitch that you do like may be a little girl. So therefore, you need, at that point in time, it was your job to let that bitch pull out some ID, whether it was fake, not fake. You didn't even ask for it. No matter what, you didn't even ask for it. But that's what the fuck you did. You didn't do any of that shit. And you know they loved you. And you know you're a fine little nigga. So you just preyed on the fact of the matter. Oh my God, yeah, you do like young type pussy. Yeah, you do. You do. And you got some issues, bruh. Because you're a pedophilia. You're a pedophiliac, period. But it would be one thing if you just would get petite women that was 18, bruh. No matter what. I don't give a fuck who you are, bitch. You ain't God. Do you honestly think you was gonna continually beat the rap of fucking girls? Come on. You was playing yourself. So you deserve what you get. And it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of lonely nights, because you know you love your music and you a good motherfucker at what you do. But due to your own problem that you got in your own head, because you didn't go get help for it, because that I still don't even understand that's what happens with molestation. For some reason, it's in your head because you've been molested. You need to molest. I still don't even understand that. I'll never understand that. But that's normally how it goes. Or you have some type of ego trip going on in your head when it comes to the opposite sex or just sex, period. Because I've lived and been with a person who has issues. So it is what it is. Or, I'm sorry you allowed that to go on. I am. And I really am. But that's what you chose, bruh. No matter what, that's what you chose. You wanted young type pussy over platinum records. And at one time you had both. And you was on your high horse for a while. And now you're not. And now it's gone. It's gone. It's over. Finito. Best thing to do at this point, I would think, pray. Hope to God somebody throw you a bone on what you gonna do with yourself next. But that's what's grinding my gears, everybody. # make a grind the gears.